Hello, friends, and welcome to a brand new series of Rimworld. Yes, it is the classic game that we all love to watch and play. Rimworld, the game that built my channel. It's finally back after, I don't know, it's only been like a week or something since we finished up our Twin Oasis series in a ball of flame and disaster. But we're back with a new one, and we're going to try to be a little more humble and modest in this episode. Yes, I do intend to make it more difficult than a standard scenario, but not quite as grueling as our last one. I realize I'm, I guess, not the greatest player in the world of this game. I'm just a pretty good player of this game. So let's get started here. We're going to go with New Colony. I've got one set up. Now, I had called it Crash Landed Hard, but I guess it didn't save it as that. Did it save it with the... I should have. Didn't even save it with the... oh, it's because I'm not on the right one. Okay, it did save it. Great. Okay. All right, so it's got all this stuff set up. Let's go look at it in detail in the editor mode. So we have the normal standard Crashland. I didn't mess with any of this. And then down here, disallow building improvised turrets, disallow building deadfall trap, stat multiplier, research speed factor 20%. So all that stuff is at the very beginning. Now, what happened last time, I think, is we just had too many incidents too frequently, and that destroyed us. We didn't have a chance to get our base set up or anything like that. So this time, I'm going to not have this stuff kick in until we get 2 years in. So really, these are kind of just placeholders, because what we're going to do is when we get to day 120, I'm going to edit the like the .ini file or whatever it is, the save game file, and I'm going to change these to where we have an enemy raid every 5 days. We have an infestation every 11 days, and we have a ship park crash every 9 days. And so starting at day 120, we're going to start getting these regular events like all the time. I didn't add in the Psychic Soothe or what was the other one? The gift, the ship events, because like those were more for my early game bonus in the last game. And by this point, you know, we'll be 2 years in. We won't really need those early game bonuses. We'll be doing pretty well, I think. We're not going to be doing amazing because we're going to have these challenges. So this should be a pretty challenging scenario, and hopefully it goes pretty good. We're gonna do another desert one again. So let's get this thing rolling here. We're gonna go extreme, of course. Permadeath, sure, why not? And oh, deadly, huh? All right. You know what? I'll take your challenge. We'll even go with a 100%. Oh yeah, it takes a very long time. Oh, very long. Like an extra 5 seconds or something. It doesn't really take that long at all. As usual, here on the first episode is a good time to let me know if there are problems with the sound or for some reason video quality. I don't think there's going to be any video quality problems, but you never know. Sometimes stuff gets screwed up. I always want to hear from that. Also, just a reminder, if you're a new viewer, I appreciate viewers, of course. Leave a comment down in the comment area. All of my pawns will be named after commenters. First up, it's going to be all the people who commented on the Twin Oases videos. So I've already made a list and randomized that list, and that's going to be our first pawns. But if you didn't comment on that video series, just leave a comment on this video series, and I'll get you in there eventually. Although we have a pretty long list, but like I said, after I get through everybody who commented on Twin Oases, we're going to start going with the people who commented on this one. All right, well, it looks like we have a lot of desert on this. We kind of, wow, we have 4, so 2 of these guys and 2 of these guys. Interesting. Well, I am not going to complain about that. So let's try to find a decent desert spot where it's not going to be too warm and it's not going to be too cold. And I kind of would like to be near the near as many of the towns as we can, in case we want to do some trading. Like there's a bunch of towns over here, but I'd rather have the variety of all the towns. Like over here doesn't look so bad. Now is that desert? Okay, great. So you know, we're sort of near everybody over here. We're not really near everybody. What's the weather like in this area? Very hot. I don't know if I want super hot desert. So I'm probably not going to be able to get everything I want out of this, even though I went with 100% world. Yeah, we're not really near everybody there. Here we kind of, yeah. Nothing going on up in that side. Can I zoom out a little? This doesn't look so bad. What's the temperature like over here? Nice, good range. Kind of like it. Large hills, granite and sandstone, slate, sandstone, and marble. Well, I think this will do. Now we're gonna have to build. We're gonna have to build greenhouses because of the temperature issues. That's mountainous. I definitely don't want to play mountainous. Do I want to go with the cooler? Yeah, you know what? It would be fun to have a snowy desert, to be honest. Not that I expect a lot of... that's right, with that rainfall, it's not really going to get snowy. On the other hand, heat stuff is terrible. So you know what? Let's not knock ourselves out trying to make it perfect. Let's go with this one. Seems fine. Yep, there we go. Next. Okay. Incapable of dumb labor. And a melee is not great. Doctor, though. Construction, mining, crafting. Alright. I don't like asthma. But I think we're gonna keep Stella there. Where did I put the names for all of the? Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. You can see my backdrop from when my family went to Walt Disney World. There's the names of our pawns there. Back to the game. Sorry about that. All right, so this. First up is going to be Mint. Welcome to the game, Mint. I hope you're still watching. Haven't heard from you for a little while. This pawn is even more incompetent, so I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go with you. Alright, so we need a cook and a grower and social and research. There's research, there's growing, and shooting. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about lazy or prostophobe, to be honest. But everything else seems okay, so I don't really see any reason to... Incapable of firefighting. Okay, but you can firefight, so we can have one person who can't firefight, that's fine. Alright, next up, Volk. So Volk is a shooter and a prostophobe. There we go, Volk. And coming back here, Mint, I forgot to indicate that you're melee. And finally, our last one. Oh, no thank you. Alright, what do we need? We need social, right? Yes, we definitely need a social. Oh, well, there you go. Social and art. That's the other one that we don't have. I'm not thrilled with the rest of your skills, but, you know, we don't need things to be perfect. Oh, and your Mint's father? Yet Mint is 56 and you're 24. So, wow, you're one of the oldest pawns I've ever seen. That is crazy. All right, so this is going to be Julian. Oh, also incapable of scary. That means you can't fight fires either. I don't know if I want to have two people incapable of firefighting. I think you can fight fires when you're drafted. You just can't fight fires when you're not drafted, right? I don't know. I mean, we're going to find out, I guess. All right, Julian. Whoops. Let's do it that way. We're ready to go. So let's see what happens. Now, this shouldn't crash. It would crash previously while it was in this screen. because I was using a different software. So it doesn't seem that it's crashed this time around. What do we have to work with? Well, there's some nice soil, so that's good. And we have a couple of buildings in this area. We've also got what looks like 2 ancient dangers. I could end this game at the very start. You know, this will work for our starting area. Even this is soil, right? No, it's gravel, so it's not really soil. Any of this soil? No, that's all gravel. But we have soil over here, and we have this room we can work with, and this will be reasonably easy to close off. We could definitely close off this area if we wanted to, but I don't really want to do that. I'd like to close off this larger area so we can have a good defensive setup. Cool, there we go. So let's get everybody their weapons. Mint, go ahead and pick up that knife. Volk, I think you were the one who was you're the one who's actually a decent shot. So I'm actually going to go ahead and already going to rename you. We'll put an X there, right there, put an X. I say at the start of it, put an X. All right, so, yep. And then Julian, you can take that pistol. Let's unforbid you. So this is a desert, right? So I'm going to need to worry about heat. And of course we're not going to have any wood. So first things first, let's just set up a couple of zones. And we'll need to roof off some of the zones for like wood and stuff, so we can make that. We'll just make that our starting zone, and then we'll make that our scrap zone right there. This is all gravel, isn't it? So we're not really going to be able to grow food in that. I mean, we can grow potatoes and whatnot, but we're going to want to grow our stuff in the actual soil down here. So I'm going to go ahead and assign, set up a couple of growing zones so I don't forget to do that, because that's something that I tend to forget sometimes. And we'll get those going. That's too big. It's not really too big, but alright, so we're going to do potatoes, sure. Let's do berries. And we'll do heel root. Yeah, I get it. And then we'll do rice. And actually, I'm going to change this to corn, because I will put some potatoes in the gravel, because potatoes grow pretty well in gravel. And there's no reason to not do that. There we go. Alright, let's unforbid it. Everybody can throw up, or at least Mint can throw up. Undo those. Probably want to go ahead and start looking for cactuses to chop down. Doesn't look like any of them are going to be fully grown at this point. So we'll wait a little bit, give them time to grow. That one will get chopped down because it's in the zone. We want to put some walls and doors up on these. Guess all we have is silver, steel, and wood, huh? Shoot. We'll put one there, and then we'll do a wooden door, a couple of wooden doors. Haul this stuff out of there. I need to do a zone, a roof zone over on this, so we can cover up our delicate resources. Unforbid those. Let's see what else we have. Any other goodies scattered around the map? More steel or more food. There's some more steel. Unforbid that. A bunch of food down there too. That'll be useful. Don't see anything over here. So, like I said, at least one ancient danger. I think that's going to be an ancient danger. Nothing up here. Some stuff we could be tearing apart. So, you know, at least there's that. We can get some bricks that way and stuff. Boomalopes. Probably another ancient danger there. think there's usually only 2 per map, so obviously not all of these are going to be ancient dangers, or maybe I just don't understand. Maybe there's more than 2 per map. I don't like that steel up in the corner, but you know, whatever. It's there. All right, Mint is going to get the walls or the doors built. Guess we can start looking at assigning responsibilities. Oh, manual priorities, of course. Oh, only 1 doctor. You know, I mean, I guess that's too late for that. I'm not thrilled that there's only 1 firefighter, but you know, that shouldn't last forever. We should have have 1 come in before too long. So Volk is our main constructor, I guess. Definitely our main grower. I'll set Mint up to construct as well. Wow. Oh, never mind. I was like, we only have 1 hauler and cleaner, but that's not true. We only have 1 person who won't haul and clean. Julian, actually, you're kind of incompetent. Really, looking at your skills and stuff. So you're not gonna construct. You're not gonna grow. You can mine. That's fine. I don't want you doing that or that. But I don't want anybody doing those things. So nobody is skilled at cooking. I guess I didn't prioritize for that the way that I should have. But that's all right. We'll get somebody. We do have a skilled grower, so that's very important. Glad we have that. You actually have, you know, I'm going to turn you off of that because I want Volk to skill up on his growing. Mining is fine. We'll knock you down 1. Plant cutting is actually usually really important, so we'll bump that up. And of course, nobody's going to do any of those things. We won't have any of those for quite a while. That's fine. Yep, you're actually a decent researcher, so I'll leave that on for you. And there we go. So I think everybody's done with those tasks. I want to turn off the automatic home area thing, which is that right there. So turn you off. Yep, I can leave that on. I like having that on. And what's Mint doing? Mint's just wandering. Let's set up a horseshoe pin. Now I thought you were a. Why does this? Never mind. So I'll set this up for the stuff that will deteriorate, which would be wood, and I guess food and medicine. And of course I can't remember where anything is. It's only been like a week since I've played this game and I've already forgotten where everything goes. And food, I guess food's pretty easy. Is it me or is that music really loud? I think I'm gonna turn that music down. Actually, that's what I'll do is I'll just turn the volume down on my headphones because I feel like I checked the volume before I started this and it was all balanced out pretty well. So hopefully it's not too loud. I'm trying to talk at a more normal tone of voice instead of muttering, so just in case. I should get these guys beds. That's right, getting beds set up is pretty important from the very beginning. Oh shit, did we use all of our... No, why aren't you guys hauling that wood then? Do I not have anybody... Yeah, I've got people set to haul. Julian is hauling. What's Volk doing? Oh, Volk is busy planting. Alright. And Mint's too good to haul. So why am I not getting an idle thing from Mint if Mint is just wandering? Shouldn't I get idle pawn? That's weird. Wow, Mint, why did I accept you? You're terrible, really. I guess I will make you haul, even though you supposedly won't, because we have wood around. Thank you. And you may as well make some additional beds because we're going to need them before too long, so we get additional colonists join up. I'm going to set this to deconstruct, tear this wall down, and then we'll tear that floor up. I'm going to mine out some of that steel over there. Mine out this machinery, I guess. A little bit more machinery up there. I don't need to mine that. Well, I guess I can't cancel it the way that I intended to. Ment's already sleeping, lazy SOB. Like you build the bed and then you just go immediately to sleep in it. Alright, there's Volk. Oh, Mint. Oh, Mint. Oh, that's right. Asthma. I forgot about your asthma. I'll worry about that too. Components need to be up here because components also deteriorate in the outside. There they are. Just right in front of me. I'm staring at them. Alright, that's good. Medicine is secured. It's all under a roof, right? Under one roof. Yep. Okay, cool. Now, I don't think there's going to be any food I can harvest from nature, right? Yep, cactuses don't give me anything. Nothing. There's one berry thing over there that, you know, maybe eventually I'll be able to harvest it. There's an agave. There's another agave, but it's not ripe yet. Nope. Anything down here? Nope. Over here? Nope. Well, luckily there was a bunch of food that was just dropped from the sky when I started, so I'm not going to absolutely starve today, but it's going to be tough going until some of these vegetables start coming through. But that'll take a couple of days. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and speed it up, because I think everybody's got good responsibilities. Where did our colony go? There it is. And I guess it's nighttime already. Mint slept away with his asthma, so he's not gonna want to sleep anymore, I suppose. And we can set up remove floor for all of this area here. Remove all that. Mint's over there mining away, but nope, no more mining. Oh, go sleep in the sleeping room if you're gonna be that way. So we definitely need to get more resources so we can build separate bedrooms and all those things. And I need to remember this game, don't be so stingy with using steel as a wall making thingy, because we can make walls out of steel. It's not a big deal. How much granite blocks do we have? 140. So we're going to go structure, granite blocks. Yeah, sure we have enough. That's 10, 20, 30. Alright. And then we'll put steel doors, I think, because wooden doors are, like, we're so limited on wood. Oh, that's not going to work for that one, though. Cancel. Alright, and we'll have to build another wall segment there, and another wall segment there, and there. And then we'll build some steel doors, like here and here and here. And we'll move these beds into these rooms. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to build copies. I want to move them, which would be B. And you'll go like that. Come on now. And you'll move there, you there, and you there. Okay. So now we've got individual bedrooms, which is great. I need probably a butcher table would be a good idea. I don't really have anything to make it out of. Somehow I still have 20 wood, so that's nice. Boy, I hate putting my butcher table inside of here, but what am I going to do? I probably should get some power going as well. So we'll set up our windmill and such as over here, like that, and we'll call that good. No, I'm using Factorio hotkeys. Finally got these Factorio hotkeys down, and now I'm screwing them up for Rimworld. And we'll put that solar panel there, and sounds like that's the end of this episode. So, first off, I hope the audio levels are correct. Like I said, I did test them before we started, so they should be fine. But boy, it seemed like that music was loud in the middle. Still seems like it's reasonably appropriately leveled now, but I don't know. You'll tell me. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. It makes me so happy that you guys enjoy watching me play video games. It is great. I hope you will continue to do so. Leave me a comment down in the comment area and let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, and remember, leaving a comment is how you get your name into the game eventually. I want to grow this colony to be big and strong. The idea is to continue to play this colony until Alpha 17 is released, so we'll see how that goes. I will be doing new episodes every day at least, and come back and join them. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.